The President of the United States of America, authorized by Act of Congress March 3, 1863, has awarded in the name of the Congress the Medal of Honor to Specialist 5 Dwight H. Johnson, United States Army, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty. Specialist 5 Dwight H. Johnson distinguished himself on January 15, 1968, near Dak To, Republic of Vietnam. Specialist Johnson, a tank driver with Company B, 1st Battalion, 69th Armor, was a member of a reaction force moving to aid other elements of his platoon, which was in heavy contact with a battalion-sized North Vietnamese force. Specialist Johnson's tank threw a track, and he became immobilized. Realizing that he could do no more as a driver, he climbed out, armed only with a pistol. Despite intense hostile fire, Specialist Johnson killed several enemy soldiers before he had expended his ammunition. Returning to his tank through a heavy volume of fire, he obtained a submachine gun with which to continue his fight against the advancing enemy. Engaged in extremely close combat, when the last of his ammunition was expended, he killed an enemy soldier with the stock end of his submachine gun. Now weaponless, he ignored the enemy fire around him, climbed into his platoon sergeant's tank, extricated a wounded crew member, and carried him to an armored personnel carrier. He then returned to the same tank and assisted in firing the main gun until it jammed. Specialist Johnson again left the tank and, armed only with a pistol, engaged several North Vietnamese troops. Fighting his way through devastating fire and remounting his own immobilized tank, he remained fully exposed to the enemy as he engaged him with the tank's externally mounted machine gun. Specialist Johnson's conspicuous gallantry at the risk of his life is in keeping with the highest traditions of the military service and reflects great credit upon himself and the United States Army.